Hey y'all. So I haven't put out much in terms of like any actual media, even though I've been talking about this game quite a bit. And I decided to two-in-one that with a little tutorial to show some of the things that's going on with shapes like. We're going to be putting out our first stable little demo for people to try if they want to see some of the early progress of this game. So, when you install the game and you open the game, this will be the first screen that you find. It's both the main menu allows you to pick your run and stuff, and it's where you start the game. But it's also a testing room. So in the room, you can fully test out your ship. So it'd be W for using your little thrust forward, and S for brake. You can press Shift to boost, which has considerable more acceleration than your other ability, or than your just normal movement, but it costs fuel, which is this little bar below your ship. You can press left click to shoot the chosen gun you have, so there's lots of different options of that. Little shotgun. Sound is early in development, so some things have sound, some things don't. You could use a sword. Your right click is whatever your chosen ability is. It could be a shield. It could be, you could turn into a ghosting because you like the little ability, the change. You could lay a bomb down, and that's all your right click. And then when you're in the game, you can press middle click to change your camera from fully locked to partially locked. You can change your ship, which will kind of modify the characteristics of your ship. So like now I'm a little faster, but I shoot less and whatnot. What if I wanted to be big boy? Now I shoot a lot faster, but I'm way slower. It takes me a lot more time to turn. And then like the owl allows me to use this bomb more often. But I shoot a lot slower. And then there's the aiming style. So right now you've noticed that I've been aiming with my cursor. Well, that's with the modern aiming style. You can also use retro. So now I turn left or right, and that is how I aim. So like my mouse is now no longer part of it. So now I can shoot by turning, kind of like classic asteroid style. There's no different color changes currently in the game, but there will be in the future. It'll change the color of your ship, your bullets, all sorts of stuff like that. There's a random option, so you can, just kind of jump in, press random, and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get in there. And we're gonna show you just some general gameplay and stuff by jumping in with the base loadout the game will start you on. Basic laser, active shield, standard eagle. All right, let's get it. But then you get taken onto this map. Enemies will spawn, so you're just gonna shoot them down. Fly around. I could use my shield to block stuff if I needed to. I got my little basic laser here. Shoots. You got your speed down here. These are your lives down in the bottom left. And you have like kind of a slidey movement. So you do slow down some, but overall you fly. Slide around pretty easily. And then once you've killed a certain number of enemies, it brings up this screen, which is your perk screen. So as you go through the run, you're going to modify your ship to do different things. So we're going to go with bigger guns. So I'm going to be a little bit slower, but I'm going to shoot considerably faster. Down here is all your stats. So as you hover over stuff, you can see how it modify your thing, your stats. There's currently not detailed stats, so some things like friction, for example, are not listed in the stats menu, or specific other unique perks abilities. So your perks are going to go into these slots, and then you're going to get different other perks called unique perks that are going to go in these slots, and they generally are stronger and have a bigger impact on your general gameplay as you play. So now you can see I'm shooting a little faster. Could be taking out dudes, and here's a unique perk. So this is really good with what I got. So since we have the shield, you can use Rampaper's shield, and your shields now destroy enemies they come in contact with. So now my build's looking more like this, where I'm flying into enemies trying to kill them with my little shield here. It costs boost, so that means I'm going to want to start trying to, or fuel as it's called, and I'm going to probably want to start building towards that. Ooh. Or I could use a barrier when I'm moving at speeds greater than 100 miles an hour. I'm currently not moving that fast because I took this perk at the beginning. So it makes it less tempting to take. There's this, which will allow me to get an extra experience, which means I can kill more often. But then down here is some of those fuel generation things. So I could have my fuel regenerate faster. I could generate fuel when I kill an enemy. And these unique like you can see the rarity of these perks. So this is going to show up the most often. These are going to show up the least often, and these are going to be pretty rare. These are uncommon. So we'll go with Sonic Barrier and try to get our max speed back up a little higher. Then there's the fish. The fish is a little harmless little space creature that you can fly around. If you shoot it, the game will talk shit to you. And it will drop different goodies out of it. So that one dropped a spike ball. Sometimes they'll drop lives, sometimes they'll drop all sorts of various things. Alright, so we can get our speed up to 100 miles an hour. This little zone, it's a good thing to sit in. If you sit in here, it makes your multiplier go up. And the idea is that you get a lot of score. Killing enemies in a row without the timer running out will keep a multiplier going, which just literally multiplies the score you get from enemies. So the idea is that you're grouping up a lot of enemies and then killing them all together at once, while also leveling up. The multiplier doesn't decay while you're in this screen. Well, we're going to want to be able to use more. We've talked about the fuel generation for keeping this shield up, so... now we've reached max speed, so we have this forward-facing barrier when we're traveling at our max speed. It's hard to maintain because our max speed isn't that high, though. So now our build is significantly more shield-based. And there's lots of different variations of perks. The game is early in development, so the build variety isn't too high. But there's still a large amount of different possibilities you can use. In terms of just pickable things on the menu, there's 320 or so different combinations, just given the nature of the choices you get only on the main menu. So there's lots of different ways you can approach the game. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped and followed the project, everyone who's tested it so far. Feel free to, check out our stable demo so far, join the Discord. Note that this game is very early in development, and stay tuned for some more updates on some of the future progress where this game's going. Thanks, guys.